Hi, dear cricket fans, subscribers, and friends. Welcome to your favorite show, Cricket Happenings. And today what I'm going to the match has just finished here between England and Netherlands. And what a show Netherlands put up today! They put up a splendid show actually by actually raising 292 for six in their 50 overs. I would say England's fielding was absolutely not up to the mark at all. Their bowling was all over the place, and the Netherlands batsmen capitalized on that, and they put up a good show with Ryan ten Doschate, who actually Doschate actually making 119 runs of 110 balls with 9 fours and 3 sixes, and also he actually scored his first century in a World Cup. So that was something, and very justifiably so. Ryan ten Doschate was actually given the man of the match. And as far as England were concerned, well, it looked like a big target for sure for England, but in the end, England went to victory in that particular match. In fact, they did it with 8 balls remaining, so that is something. And for England, the top of the order stuff from Andrew Strauss, actually opening with Kevin Peterson. He made 88, Peterson made 39, 62 coming from Jonathan Trott, also showing his prowess here. And there's some 30 contributions of small contributions of 30 each coming from Bell and Collingwood, and Bopara actually hitting the winning runs for England. Well, just speaking about the Netherlands innings here, they started off with Alex Kervizi, the opener, who has scored very well in the first class season, almost got 1,000 runs. He opened with Wesley Baresi, the wicketkeeper batsman, because Netherlands actually won the toss and elected to bat. Alex Kervizi and Baresi put on a runner-ball stuff by raising 36 in the 7th over, with the bowling. Basically, as I said, the fielding was not up to the mark, and as far as Alex Kervizi, one could say that he was a bit compact, but as far as Baresi was concerned, he was going like a train. He was rattling off runs. He had 6 fours in his score of 29 of 25 balls. But the first wicket to go was Alex Kervizi, when he was caught behind at the bowling of Bresnan for 16 of 25 balls with 2 fours. And after that, Baresi, as I said, stroked a lot of boundaries in a very nice fashion. And finally, he was gone when Graham Swan was introduced into the attack, and Swan actually had him stumped behind for 29 of 25 balls with 6 fours. He was very impressive with his attacking stroke play there. And then it was Tom Cooper and Ryan ten Doschate in the middle. As far as Tom Cooper was concerned, he collected 47 runs of 73 balls. In fact, there was a good partnership which ensued between Cooper and Doschate, who took on the score from 58 to 136 in the 29th over. Ryan ten Doschate, in fact, initially started off in a very slow manner. He did not try to do anything fancy. He was just watching the bowling, seeing how the wicket was paced, because this was a slow wicket, and Tom Cooper contributed 47 of 73 balls with 3 fours, becoming a victim of Collingwood. And that time England definitely had everything under control. In fact, Bas Zudrant was the only person who couldn't get on to double figures in this particular innings, in fact he was out, caught by Collingwood, giving a very simple catch to Collingwood at the bowling of Graham Swan for 1, who was the best bowler today, had figures of 10 overs no made and 2 for 35. After that, so once Bas Zudrant went at the score of 149, in the 33rd over, Tom de Groot joined, and that was the time slowly Ryan ten Doschate started opening up. And his second 50 came of just 32 deliveries. He banged 3 sixes. The 1 6 which was hit of Kevin Peterson, in which in 2 overs went for 19 runs. And then also he hit a 6 on the bowling of Collingwood. He also hit a beautiful 6 on the bowling of Graham Swan. And what was very good about Ryan ten Doschate's batting was his leg side play. His leg side stroke play was very severe. His majority of the runs were collected on the leg side, over mid wicket, over square leg, over mid on, and he played superbly. He showed why all the counties were actually gunning for him. Like, he played in the Big Bash tournament, he played for New Zealand, for Canterbury, so a lot of teams. So basically he has been doing a great job, and he continued in the company of Tom de Groot, who actually also played very well for his 28 of 31 balls with 3 fours, being clean bowled by Broad. Peter Boren, the captain, combined into a very good partnership, very entertaining partnership in just 6 overs. In fact, they raised 61 runs from the 40 from in almost 5 overs. They raised 74. In fact, they raised 61 runs of just 5 overs. Imagine how much the batting would have been. And well, after that, Peter Boran, after contributing a very aggressive 35 run, he was not out, but Ryan deoschate was the last man out. He got his first century in the World Cup, 119 of 110 balls with 9 fours and 3 sixes, becoming a victim of Stuart Broad. And Peter Boran was not out on 35 of 24 balls with 4 fours. He showed some very amazing stroke play there. And Mudassar Bukhari was not out on 6. 292 for 6 was what Netherlands put on the board today. And the bowling was absolutely dismal from England, barring Graham Swan, who bowled 10 overs, no more than 2 for 35, and to a certain extent, Tim Bresnan, 10 overs, no more than 149. James Anderson was all over the place. He was carted by the batsmen, and also his line and length was absolutely awry. 10 overs, no more than none for 72. Stuart Broad, 10 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 65 for his effort, and Paul Collingwood bowled 8 overs for 46, and Kevin Pietersen bowled 2 overs for 19. As far as England's reply was concerned, well, England's reply was started by this was the first time that Kevin Pietersen was opening in the World Cup along with Strauss, and both of them actually took on the score. They put up a century partnership on their in their first dig itself. In fact, they took the score to 105 with the bowling not looking not making much of an impression. Andrew Starr started playing all his nudges and pull strokes, and Kevin Pietersen was watchful. He was also sweetly timing the ball, but there was a stage at which Kevin Pietersen was very kept quiet by Peter Seelar, the left arm spinner, who bowled very well. And finally, Kevin Pietersen fell to the left arm spinner. That has been something which has been haunting Pietersen for quite a long time. As you know, India's Yuvraj Singh also did it to Pietersen, and well, today it was Peter Seelar's turn, as Pietersen actually gave a catch to short cover. Boran, the captain, held the catch of the bowling of Seelar for 39 of 61 balls with 5 fours. That was the first wicket to go. After that, Jonathan Trott came in. Well, as you know, Jonathan Trott is in some tremendous form, and for him it didn't really matter. He just stayed along with Andrew Strauss, taking the score along to 166, and Strauss also, as I said, played some very good strokes. And finally Strauss was gone as he was caught by Cooper of the bowling of Mudassar Bukhari for 88 of 83 balls with 9 fours. Jonathan Trott was still there in the middle with Ian Bell, and both of them slowly dragged the score on to 224. But before that, Ian Bell, after making 33 of 40 balls with 1-4, was 10 deauchate's wicket. And 10 deauchate also, Ryan deauchate also produced an all-round performance. His figures: 10 overs, no maiden, 2 for 47, as he picked up the very vital wicket of Ian Bell, who was clean bowled but straighter delivery for 33. And then Jonathan Trott also fell to Ian Bell, stumped Baresi, Wesley, and that was a beautiful stumping by Wesley Baresi. He showed tremendous reflexes there, as Wesley Baresi actually whipped off the bails, and Jonathan Trott was stranded. Stump Baresi bowled 10 deauchate for 62 of 65 balls with 4 fours. But in the end, 10 overs and 69 runs to get. Well, Paul Collingwood and Paul Collingwood very calm and cool and also composed, and not only that, he also hit some form. He was not out on 30 when the victory came of 23 balls with 3 fours, and Ravi Bopara was the one who actually gave the finishing touches as far as England's victory were concerned, by actually smoking a 6 and 2 boundaries to actually win the match with 8 balls to spare. He was not out on 30 of just 20 deliveries, 2 fours and 1 6, and that was all over. 296 for 4 was the final tally for England, and England getting the first win and the 2 points in the bag in this fixture between England and Netherlands, actually winning the match in the end by 6 wickets. And I thought it was a very good chase by England. As far as bowling of Netherlands were concerned, Mudassar Bukhari, 9 overs, no more than 1 for 54. Westjik bowled 7 overs for 41. Lutz, 9.4 overs, no more than 1 for 74, was the most costliest bowler in the entire Netherlands bowling. Peter Seelar was very impressive, 10 overs, 1 for 54. Ryan deauchate, all-round performance for the man of the match, 10 overs, no more than 247, and Cooper bowled 3 overs for 23 runs. Tomorrow's match will be between Pakistan versus Kenya, and we all look forward to it. And Pakistan will be playing their first match of the World Cup 2011. Well, dear cricket fans, I can only talk about 10 deauchate's batting. His batting was absolutely superb. As I said, he's hot cake here for a lot of counties. He plays for English County, he plays for the Big Bash tournament in Australia, and today he showed us why by actually knitting together a wonderful century, 119 of just 110 balls, 9 fours and 3 sixes. Wicketkeeper Wesley Baresi was very impressive, this 29 of 25 balls with 6 fours. Other than that, well, the English bowling was almost into tatters, and I would say the fielding was left much to be desired. A lot of catches dropped, a lot of sloppy fielding, a shoddy display on the field by England. But in the end, the English batsmen really stood up to the task and took them to victory. That's it, dear cricket fans, subscribers and friends for Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram signing off by telling you that tomorrow I'll be back with a match report on the match between Pakistan and Kenya. That's it, dear cricket fans and subscribers and friends for Cricket Happenings. Ram, your host, signing off. Thank you.